Hi, I'm the co-founder at Shadowfax AI.
Let's walk through how Shadowfax builds a unified ontology or digital twin for Northwind freight networks. The goal isn't just to organize data, it's to create a business native model of customers, shipments, carriers, facilities, claims, payments, and documents that can drive agentic workflows. We start with Shadowfax's specialized slash ontology command. This launches a two-step flow. First, the agent inspects the raw enterprise data and proposes an ontology plan. Then, after the user reviews it and gives feedback, Shadowfax builds the first implementation. This is a realistic enterprise scenario. Northwind's data is spread across 30 source tables, and the properties for the same real-world entities are split across multiple systems. The same carrier can show up as an operational alias, a settlement payee, a compliance record, and a claims counterparty. Shipment facts are scattered across operational, settlement, accessorial, compliance, and claims data. Some join keys exist, some are missing, and some have to be computed from the evidence in the data. Instead of asking the user to hand-design mappings, write ETL, or reconcile IDs manually, Shadowfax handles that automatically. The agent profiles the raw data dump, tests reconciliation logic, identifies candidate entities and links, and generates automated pipelines from data to canonical objects and relationships. Under the hood, Shadowfax is acting as an AI FDE. It turns messy enterprise data into inspectable business objects with lineage and relationship logic. And because this is plan first, then build, the user stays in control. They can review the proposed ontology, adjust definitions, and guide how the digital twin should be structured before anything is finalized. Once the user approves, Shadowfax builds the first version of the ontology. Now we have a unified model that makes downstream workflows possible. The next step is validation. We don't just ask whether the pipelines ran. We ask whether the ontology can answer real business questions that raw tables cannot answer reliably. In this example, we validate it with a carrier risk question. Which carriers look acceptable in one source, but become suspicious once master, settlement, accessorial, compliance, and claims evidence are merged? That's exactly the kind of workflow this ontology is meant to support. A carrier may look normal in one system, but once we unify legal identity, settlement behavior, compliance gaps, accessorial patterns, and claims history, the risk picture changes. From here, the user can keep iterating with the agent, expanding the ontology, refactoring entity definitions, or adding support for additional workflows. And once the model is ready, Shadowfax can productionize the pipelines to your data platform and our ontology engine, or export the pipeline definitions. That's the core idea. Once the business workflow and raw data are identified, Shadowfax automates the ontology and pipeline building process end-to-end, turning fragmented enterprise data into a usable digital twin for agentic automation.